Alright guys, so I'm here right now in the Nomo Bacoor City Hall area. What I will be doing is reviewing this hat I got from Decathlon. Let's begin with why I decided to get the hat in the first place. I go to cafes usually at 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I get quite a bit of sunlight on my morning walks. I woke up earlier today to avoid that issue since I'm going to be walking a bit further away. Since I got here at almost 9 o'clock, the sun is almost brightly up and it's going to get hot in a little bit. In 2025, I went to the dermatologist and I got a new mole for my ear checked, and what the dermatologist told me was it's a sunspot. I thought it was just a random mole, but it wasn't. It was a sunspot. So that was of great concern, and what she told me was I should be wearing more sunblock all the time. And so every time I go out, I do wear sunblock, and I wear a baseball hat or I use a small umbrella. But I find that to be too tedious, the umbrella, and for the hat, I find it to be insufficient in protecting my ears and neck. A few days ago, I saw an interview of Adam Savage and Jon Favreau. What I noticed there is that Adam Savage wears a lot of cowboy hats. And since we're already in Star Wars, I remember that Dave Filoni, the guy behind the Clone Wars and one of the two heads of the creative stuff of Disney Star Wars, is also a fan of cowboy hats. And so, me, being the monkey see, monkey do I am, I decided to replicate them, and I am now wearing a hiker's hat, not a cowboy hat, because I don't think that would be appropriate for my uses since I sweat a lot, and it would be, I think, I'm not sure because I've never worn an actual cowboy hat. I think it would be tedious to clean. This one, a hiker hat, is all synthetic material, or primarily synthetic material, so I think it would be easier to clean. I walked almost 5.4 kilometers from Starbucks in Molina Boulevard all the way here. I'm not sure it's 5.4 or 4.5. I managed to survive it. The only issue I have is people who choose to wear this type of attire would get stares. So that made me a bit self-conscious for a bit, and my intent originally was to film this in the outdoor smoking area of Starbucks, but there were people there. First, it was an old couple with a huge dog. I didn't want to bother the dog because it already barked at me. When they left, a pair of guys also came, and so as I was setting up, so I got a bit self-conscious there too, and I decided, since I already walked all the way to this area in Nomo, I might as well just film it here. I opted not to wear the strap because I didn't like how it felt. You can tighten it actually. There is a cord here with a plastic lock with a spring on it, so you can make it tight enough so it won't fly away if a gust of wind hits you. Although when wind hits me, it does flip this thing up, but it's fairly easy to pull down. I am testing this out. I'm not sure if this will be a permanent fixture to my role-playing as an outdoorsman walking in the city, but I think it's kind of acceptable, if not weird and odd. But since I'm sort of a weird odd guy already, what's another weird odd piece of gear? Wrist check, I'm just wearing this. It's not worth mentioning since it's only a replica, but I do like the style. And I customized it with thicker outdoorsy type leather and a deployant clasp. Now we shall be doing a proper review of this hat. So to remove it, you loosen this up and then it just pops right off. And this is a hat I got on Decathlon for just around 700 something pesos. It is this brand. It's just a logo, so I guess, is it the Decathlon main logo, or is it the, like, Decathlon also sells Kip Runs and other brands, which I think they make, so I'm not sure. It's just the A logo. And the specifications of this thing are, it is a hike hat 500M CN beige. It fits 21.9 to 22.9 inch heads. You can hand wash it or machine wash it. I should probably remove this, but I don't mind. I don't want to ruin the stitching, so it doesn't bother me. So I'll just keep it there so I have the information. Features of this hat. It has air vents here and here. You can also attach it here. If you're wearing camera gear, whatever, or hunting, you can keep one side out of the way. Or you can do both, but I don't like doing both. As you can see, the sweat has already absorbed somewhat in this area, so since it's mostly synthetic fibers, it's easy to clean and easy to dry. And it will probably dry up as I walk if I'm not sweating and the wind is good. The brand is Quecha. I opted for the beige one because I was told before that if I wanted white, but an acquaintance of mine told me that white would just be ruined with the stuff that I do. Like, I intend to hike at some point again. It's been quite a while, a year and a few months since my last hike. And so back then I just used a normal hat. It's a baseball cap with protective, removable things on the side. But this time I'm gonna be wearing this one. Now, when I wear it, the setup that I prefer is this one is turned down like a visor from a baseball cap. These things on the side are turned upwards, so they still protect my ears, but there's airflow here and it doesn't feel like an oven. And the back portion I flip down so that when you're driving, you can rest your head on the headrest and it will not get in the way, plus it protects your neck from the sun. Other hats, like a bucket hat, I do not like them because they just wave around and they're small and they offer ear protection and some neck protection. But I don't think it suits the shape of my face because I find myself when I look at it, I mean, this already looks ridiculous, but when I wear a bucket hat, I look way more ridiculous, in my opinion. This is a good gorpcore ridiculous type of thing, and yeah, I think it is nice. Perhaps on an actual hike, I would be wearing the strap to prevent it from getting lost or flying away or getting snagged on stuff. But on city walks or just regular walks outdoors, I think this is a sufficient setup.